mansion and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They check it to 10.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Mike, ready? Yellow lady. Get ready. Shake right.
On 1st and 10, here's Brees. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
5-9.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, here we go. Clear. Kill. Good.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's Carson, and he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. And
it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Kamara. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
21, 36.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze on the check down. He finds Kamara. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Over. Check, check, check. Hey, over.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And that's complete to Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Ready? 5-9. It's just me. Kill.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Seahawks 15-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
14, run it.
Wilson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check. Watch what he throw. Zebra. 14.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to have to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
54, right there, 54.
They run for it with Carson, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Carson. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Tighten up. Alert three.
This is Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Touch 50, touch 50.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more.
All go special. All go special.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run it with Carson. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have step under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now it's Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First down, Saints.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey, Charlie. Here we go.
Here's Breeze. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Breeze. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Alert. 47 is the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Pull it together.
Wilson now. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that.
The 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Bang. Come on.
Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
14. Stay with your man.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Chris Carson, his first touchdown of the new season. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Room here to run. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Breeze now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Breeze now on first down. He'll air it out deep for that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Run it. Let's pass.
Now Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, I said that.
Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
12. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Operating from the gun, Wilson, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, and the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Harris to return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Well, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Check, Mike, 14. You got nothing.
Wilson operating from the gun. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Breeze. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football, incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. To throw is Breeze. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Third and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
12, 26, 12.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. Breeze now to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Yellow lady.
On first down, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.